Welcome to your 30-minute slow flow to help you calm your mind and reconnect into your body. You can start in a comfortable seated position. You can prop your hips up on a block to keep your pelvis in neutral if you feel tightness in your low back. Go ahead and close your eyes and just notice if you do feel connected to your body right now. Or is your mind loud and busy? Next, bring your attention to your breath. Don't try to change it, but just notice if it's shallow and fast, or is it deep and relaxed? In yoga, when we focus on our breath, it helps us calm our mind. It's nearly impossible to control our mind, but our mind and our breath are intricately linked. So when we control our breath and calm our breath, it will therefore also calm our mind, and this allows us to become more connected to our body and stay in the present moment. So we're going to start with our Ujjayi breath, and Ujjayi breath is a very deliberate breath, and we can use it as a barometer for our practice. So if we notice that we've lost our Ujjayi breath, perhaps we have gone too far into a posture, or we've checked out and are stuck up in our head, so we can gently bring ourselves back to the breath. So on your next exhale, you're going to open your mouth, create a tight constriction in the back of your throat, and make a ha sound. So it will sound like this. Good. Do it again. Inhale. Inhale. And again, exhale. This time, try it with your mouth closed. Again, keeping that light constriction and making a ha sound. So, good. And now for the inhale, you do the same thing, light constriction, but you create a sa sound with the mouth closed. So it's sa, ha. Now we can start to link the breath with movement. So on an inhale, sweep the right arm up. Exhale, reach over to the left for side stretch. You can walk the left fingertips out. And then on an inhale, bring the right arm back up. Exhale, release. Inhale. Sweep the left arm up. Exhale, reach over to the right. Again, walk the right fingertips out for side stretch. On an inhale, bring the arm back up. Exhale, release. Roll over onto your hands and knees into tabletop position. I'm going to teach you shoulder setting to protect our shoulders and make sure we're engaging all the muscles. So press into your hands, separating the shoulder blades. Next, imagine you're ripping the mat in half. Turn the biceps forward like you're trying to twist the lids off of pickle jars. And lastly, imagine dragging your hands towards your knees. All these little movements engage all the muscles in the shoulders that will protect them. Inhale, arch the back, tailbone goes up and look up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under, round the back for cat-cow. Inhale, arch the back, look up, tailbone goes up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under and round the back. Continue at your own pace. We'll meet back in tabletop, and on an inhale, reach the right hand forward and the left foot back. Toes pointed down. Exhale, bring the knee and elbow together. Inhale, extend, core engaged. Exhale, round the back, knee and elbow together. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee and elbow together. Inhale, extend. Again, core engaged, pelvis in neutral. Plant the hand and the knee back down. Other side, inhale, reach the left arm forward, right leg back, toes pointed down. Core engaged. Exhale, bring the knee and elbow together. Inhale, extend. Exhale, rounding the back, knee and elbow together. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee and elbow together. Inhale, extend. Exhale, plant the hand and knee back down. Bring the knees to the width of the mat, toes together, and press the hips back for child's pose. You can bring your hands wider apart if you feel pinching in your shoulders. This is your resting position, and anytime that you feel you need a rest during the practice, come down into child's pose. Inhale, come back up into tabletop. Exhale, firm the belly. Inhale, lift the knees. Exhale, press back into downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, press through the knuckles and imagine wrapping the shoulder blades around to the armpits, low ribs tucked in. You can straighten one leg and bend the other, going back and forth. And continue to practice your Ujjayi breath here as we hold this pose. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Exhale, step to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, crown forward, core engaged. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up above the head, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Mountain pose or Tanasana. In mountain pose, ground down through the feet. Gently engage the quads, lifting the knees. Pelvis in neutral. Core engaged. Low ribs tucked in. And shoulders down the back, relaxed. Head over pelvis. Inhale, sweep the arms up, look up. Exhale, hinging at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, crown forward, core engaged. Exhale, plant the hands and step back into high plank. Inhale, set the shoulders, engage the core. And exhale, lower to the mat. Untuck the toes, and on an inhale, peel the chest off the mat using the muscles in the back for cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, cobra, glutes slightly engaged to protect the low back. Exhale, release. Inhale, core engaged, peel the chest up. Exhale, release. Inhale, press back up into tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold for 5 breaths. And again in downward facing dog, press through the fingertips. Imagine wrapping those shoulder blades around towards the armpits, low ribs tucked in, and tail reaching up to the sky. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Exhale, jump or step to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, crown forward, core engaged. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up above the head, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center, mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, crown forward. Exhale, plant the hands and step back into high plank. Inhale, set the shoulders, engage the core. Exhale, lower to a hover, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, thighs engaged. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. On your next inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Exhale, jump or step to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, core engaged. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center, Tadasana. Inhale, sit the hips back, reaching the arms overhead for chair pose. Core engaged, weight in the heels. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, core engaged. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into high plank. Inhale, set the shoulders, engage the core. Exhale, lower to a hover, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg up, toes pointed down. Exhale, plant the foot between the hands. Square the hips, firm the belly, and on an inhale, sweep the arms up for warrior one. Low ribs tucked in. If you feel tightness or pain in the low back, bend the back knee, bring the pelvis into neutral, and then straighten that back leg out as you're able to. On your next exhale, plant the hands and step back into high plank. Inhale, set the shoulders, engage the core. Exhale, lower to a hover. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, sweep the left leg up, toes pointed down. Exhale, plant the foot between the hands. Square the hips, engage the core, and on an inhale, sweep the arms up. Again, if you notice tightness or pain in the low back, bend the back knee, bring the pelvis back into neutral, and then straighten that back leg out as you're able to. On an exhale, plant the hands, step back into high plank. Inhale, set the shoulders, engage the core, and on an exhale, lower to a hover. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. On your next inhale, sweep the right leg up, Exhale, plant the foot between the hands. Plant the back foot so it's parallel to the back of the mat, and windmill the arms up into Warrior Two. In Warrior Two, see if you can track the right knee down the center of the right foot, and imagine dragging the right heel to the left instep, inner thighs engaged. Torso over the pelvis, and extend out through the fingertips, gazing over the right hand. On an exhale, plant the right forearm on the right thigh and reach the left arm overhead, creating a straight line from the side of the left foot to the left fingertips. Core engaged. Extended side angle pose. Inhale, come back up to Warrior Two, and on an exhale, reach the left arm down the left leg and the right arm up to the sky for Reverse Warrior. On an exhale, come back into Warrior Two. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, reach through the right fingertips, left hip reaches back. Place the right hand on the shin and reach the left fingers up to the sky for triangle pose. Core engaged. You can put a micro bend in the front knee to protect the knee and get more length in the spine. On an inhale, come back up into Warrior Two. Exhale, windmill the hands down by the feet and step back into Downward Facing Dog. On an inhale, sweep the left leg up, toes pointed down. Exhale, plant the foot between the hands. Plant the back foot so it's parallel to the back of the mat and windmill the arms up into Warrior Two. Again, see if you can track the left knee down the center of the left foot. Imagine dragging the left heel to the right instep. Torso over the pelvis, extending out through the fingertips and gazing over the left hand. On an exhale, bring the left forearm to the left thigh and reach the right arm overhead for extended side angle pose. Imagine creating a straight line from the side of the right foot to the right fingertips. Inhale, come back up into Warrior Two. Exhale, reach the right arm down the right leg, left arm overhead for Reverse Warrior. Inhale, come back into Warrior Two. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Inhale, reach the left arm forward, right hip back. Place the left hand on the left shin and extend the right hand overhead. Core engaged. You can put a slight micro bend in the front knee to protect the knee and get more extension through the spine. On an inhale, come back up into Warrior Two. Exhale, windmill the hands down by the foot and step back into Downward Facing Dog. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees, and jump or step to the front of the mat. On an inhale, halfway lift, crown forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sit back into chair pose, reaching the arms overhead, core engaged. Exhale, standing, hands to heart center, Tadasana. Place the hands on the hips and step out to the side of the mat for a wide-legged stance. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hinging at the hips for wide-legged forward fold. You can plant the hands on the ground, or if you can't reach it, keep the hands on your waist and imagine squeezing a beach ball between your elbows. Core engaged. On an inhale, come halfway up, hands to the hips, exhale, firm the belly. Inhale, come all the way back up and step to the front of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up, look up. Exhale, hinging at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, core engaged, crown forward. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into high plank. Inhale, set the shoulders, engage the core. Exhale, lower to a hover. Inhale, upward facing dog, thighs strong. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward and jump or step into cross-legged seated position at the front of the mat. Next, we're going to come into single leg forward fold. So extend the right leg and bring the left foot into the right inner thigh. Inhale, extend, exhale, hinge forward. You can grab the foot or the shin or use a strap. On an exhale, release, and we'll do a counter twist. Right hand on the left knee, left hand behind you, and twist, looking over the shoulder. And on an exhale, release. Single leg forward fold on the other side, left leg straight, right foot into the left inner thigh. Inhale, extend, exhale, hinge forward. Release, and we'll do a counter twist on the other side. Left hand on the right knee, right hand behind you, twisting to the right and looking over the right shoulder. Exhale, release. Next, we'll roll down onto our backs for bridge pose. Plant the feet down, palms facing down into the mat. Inhale, lift the tailbone off the floor. Exhale, press the hips up to the sky. Glutes are lightly engaged, and imagine squeezing the inner thighs together. You can interlace the fingers together, rolling the shoulders underneath. Strong back body. Exhale, release. Extend the arms out, lift the hips to the right, and let the knees drop to the left, looking over the right shoulder for a twist. On an inhale, come back up to center, shift the hips to the left, this time dropping the knees to the right and looking over the left shoulder for a twist on the other side. Release the twist and find yourself in your final resting pose, Shavasana, legs and arms extended at your side. When we come back to the purpose of yoga, being to calm our mind and reconnect us to our body. Just notice if your mind feels more calm than when you started the practice, and if you feel more connected to your body. If not, that's okay. That's why yoga is called a practice. The more we connect to our body, and the more we can be in the present moment, the easier it is to create a pause before we react or numb, therefore making it easier to make better choices for ourselves. Slowly begin to bring some movement back into your body. Stretch your arms overhead and find yourself in the fetal position on your left or right side. And in your own time, make your way back up to seated. Thank you for taking the time to practice with me today. The light in me sees the light in you. Namaste.